Deep within the jagged, snow-dusted mountain cliffs of North Korea stands a fortress of raw industry. This massive, brutalist concrete complex is embedded directly into the dark rock face, completely isolated from the outside world. Guarded by imposing military watchtowers and bathed in a harsh, cold blue light, it operates under total secrecy. Behind its reinforced steel blast doors, a silent army works. Heavily armed soldiers in olive green uniforms stand frozen at attention, maintaining an iron-clad security perimeter. Inside the cavernous underground receiving bays, the air is thick with dust and pierced by sharp rays of artificial light. Here, ancient Soviet-style transport trucks groan under the weight of raw, dark mineral ore, dumping their heavy cargo onto massive concrete platforms. Walking deeper into the facility feels like stepping back in time. Long, dim, brutalist hallways stretch out indefinitely, illuminated only by flickering, cold fluorescent lights that cast deep, ominous shadows along the exposed steel pipes and military checkpoints. The transformation of raw earth into national treasure begins on a massive gray steel conveyor belt. Factory workers clad in matching dark blue uniforms manually sort through the endless stream of raw rocks, their hands moving with disciplined precision. Under the sharp glare of inspection lamps, inspectors hold up rough copper ore rocks, studying the shimmering metallic veins running through the cold stone. In nearby concrete laboratories, the atmosphere shifts to scientific calculation. Scientists in white coats and face masks operate vintage analog dials and delicate scientific glassware, analyzing the elemental purity of the harvest. Each metal sample is placed under the glowing green grid of a spectrometer laser scanner, revealing the rich textures of the material. Heavy mechanical stamps slam down relentlessly, pressing serial numbers into raw iron trays, while rusted Soviet-era industrial machinery vibrates violently on the concrete floors, venting thick, choking clouds of white steam into the air. Deep in the subterranean wet caverns, colossal water turbines spin furiously, generating raw electrical energy from churning white waters to power this hidden industrial empire. Senior engineers in technical uniforms stand before massive vintage control panels, adjusting physical switches as glowing red indicators flash in sync with the heavy clicking of mechanical iron gauges smudged with oil. The environment grows rapidly hotter as we move through a hazy industrial tunnel, where intense heat distortion visibly warps the air, hinting at the roaring inferno ahead. Suddenly, a massive steel blast furnace door slowly lifts upward, spilling a blinding yellow and orange thermal light across the dark concrete floor. Inside the graphite crucible, a swirling vortex of liquid molten metal bubbles and rages in extreme slow motion. Workers in thick silver heat-resistant suits brave the flying sparks, adjusting the roaring liquid sun with long iron rods, while dark mineral powders are poured into the mix, erupting into brilliant white sparks and chemical flames. The glowing liquid lifeblood of the factory is poured from a giant automated mechanical ladle, falling in a thick, flawless stream into dark iron troughs. A continuous red-hot bar of metal slides out of the casting machinery onto mechanical rollers shrouded in thick white steam as high-pressure water jets slam onto the sizzling slabs. The metal instantly transforms from a blinding orange to a solid, dull, gray gold. Massive, dark, rolling mill machines use immense mechanical power to press down on the sheets, generating intense friction at the contact points until the smooth, gray-gold texture emerges perfectly. A giant iron spool spins rapidly, coiling the long, shiny, brass-colored metal sheet into a multi-ton roll, which is then smoothly hoisted into the upper rafters of the cavernous hall by a massive mechanical crane claw. Then, with rhythmic, ultra-high-speed violence, a heavy steel stamp punches circular discs out of the sheet, sending a mesmerizing, continuous waterfall of shiny metal blanks falling into a deep collection bin. The leftover perforated metal strips slide back down concrete chutes, dropping directly into the roaring furnace to be recycled once more. Thousands of raw metal discs spin rapidly inside a massive iron tumbling drum, filled with sloshing cleaning solutions and ceramic beads emerging pristine before traveling on a conveyor belt through a tunnel of glowing red heating elements. High-speed mechanical grooves spin each blank, precisely forming a raised edge on the rim. Then comes the definitive moment. A polished steel die smashes down with immense pressure, instantly exploding an intricate state emblem with a star onto the coin's surface. The finished coin slides out of the press, its razor-sharp relief reflecting the bright factory lights. Behind the scenes, master artists use fine steel carving tools under giant magnifying glasses, meticulously etching intricate star designs into the steel matrices that make this perfection possible, while a vast grid of millions of freshly minted, ultra-shiny coins moves like a metallic sea down the wide conveyor belts. Quality control is absolute. Shiny coins pass under flashing green laser scanners on a black conveyor belt, while automated systems drop single coins onto tiny silver weighing platforms to verify their precise weight on bright green LED displays. Technicians look intensely through large binocular microscopes, using plastic tweezers to examine every millimeter of the pristine surfaces. The coins are then submerged in vibrating fluids inside ultrasonic cleaners, where tiny bubbles explode to remove the final microscopic imperfections. After being dried under cold fluorescent light rays, mechanical arms lower large steel grids of these coins into translucent blue chemical plating tanks where copper anodes glow on the sides. As they are pulled out, the liquid drains to reveal a flawless, ultra-glossy gold surface. Mechanical suction nozzles gently drop each gold coin into a clear circular plastic capsule with a satisfying click before a precise red laser traces the edge to seal them completely. In perfect rapid unison, a long row of automated packaging machines operates under bright cold industrial lights. Mechanical copper arms smoothly push the encapsulated coins into red velvet-lined wooden presentation boxes. Female workers wearing white cotton gloves carefully place textured paper certificates, stamped with a distinct red ink state seal inside each box. Heavy mechanical folders press thick dark green paper sleeves over the red wooden boxes in one clean, rugged motion before a worker slides the finished shipments over steel roller wheels. A heavy mechanical stamp slams down one final time onto the exterior wooden crates, printing bold black serial numbers and classified industrial markings. Factory workers manually stack these heavy crates onto massive timber pallets, which are then spun on a turntable and wrapped tightly in thick industrial plastic film under the green fluorescent glare of the shipping depot. The final journey of the treasure is heavily guarded. A senior officer supervises the crimping of a lead security seal around a thick iron wire lock. A rugged vintage green electric transport cart carries the wrapped pallet down a dimly lit subterranean concrete tunnel, its red safety lights blinking against the damp walls. Deep within the earth, a massive steel-lined vault room, carved into solid rock, opens up, revealing long rows of heavy iron storage cages. A mechanical chain hoist rattles, lifting the heavy pallet and sliding it into a massive, dark iron storage rack matrix. An engineer turns a large, solid iron cryptographic dial key on a concrete wall, causing red and green indicator lights to flash as a massive circular iron blast vault door spins its exposed internal gears, extending heavy locking rods into the thick frame. Outside the sealed door, two armed North Korean guards stand completely motionless under harsh spotlights. Finally, the camera pulls back, fading from the massive concrete complex gates to a wide view of the dark, silent mountains standing under a starry night sky guarding their secrets forever.